So this story opens up with the young Bruce Wayne talking to his dad right after a bombing in Gotham City. It's chaos, people hurt, buildings gone, and Bruce just looks at his father and asks, why did they do that? And Thomas Wayne says, I wish I knew, Bruce, I really do. I don't know how to fix the world, but I know what I'm good at, teaching. He explains that every student he teaches gives him a chance to make the world a little better. Maybe one of my students won't make the same mistakes these people did, he says. Then he turns to Bruce and asks, what about you, kiddo? What will you do? Cut to years later, Bruce Wayne, now an adult, driving through a rundown area called Slaughter Swamp. It's a forgotten part of Gotham, old factories, broken homes, no opportunities. Bruce stops at a small gun shop. The owner's waiting for him with an order: explosives, modified rubber bullets, beanbags, the less lethal stuff. Bruce asks, non-lethal? And the guy laughs, less lethal. Bruce just says, that'll work. The shopkeeper asks who this gear is for, but Bruce dodges the question. Instead, he asks about a big abandoned project on the edge of town. The guy tells him a company came in with big promises, started construction, and then disappeared 3 months later. Everyone who moved there for work got stranded. Outside, Bruce hears a commotion. A group of masked men are beating up immigrants in the street, shouting, "This town belongs to us." Bruce steps in to stop them, but they overwhelm him. He gets beaten badly. Their leader, a guy named DJ, mocks him, calls him a city boy with a savior complex who thinks he can change the world. Before they can finish him off, a priest named Father Peters shows up and stops them. He knows some of these men personally, calls one of them by name and says, "This isn't you." DJ eventually tells his men to leave, saying they've got other business that night. Bruce wakes up later at Father Peter's house, bruised and broken. The priest explains that an outsider came to town a few months ago, started recruiting the men, filling their heads with hate. And now, those men are planning to drive the immigrants out of town by any means necessary. Bruce asks what he can do, and the priest tells him to stay out of it. But Bruce says sometimes peace isn't an option, sometimes words don't work. He goes outside to leave, only to find his truck has been torched. He walks into the night anyway. That night, DJ and his men, along with some dirty cops, storm the immigrant camp. They're screaming, breaking tents, attacking families, yelling, "We are the new truth." And that's when Batman arrives. But this isn't the Batman we know. This one's furious. He's brutal. He breaks DJ's arm instantly, just snaps it in half, and beats the cops into the ground. The shop owner grabs a kid as a hostage, and Batman throws batarangs straight into the guy's face, blinding him. When Batman corners DJ starts shooting wildly, panicking. Batman takes him down and just loses it. He beats DJ until his face is unrecognizable. Father Peters rushes in and begs him to stop. "This won't fix anything, Bruce. You can't fight hate with hate." But Batman says, "This is my way," and keeps going. One thug manages to escape and runs back to their hideout. The others ask what happened, and he's terrified. He came out of nowhere, someone huge. Meanwhile, Batman finds a massive industrial bulldozer near the old construction site, and this becomes the origin of the Batmobile. He drives it straight into their hideout. The men inside open fire, but Batman doesn't stop. He tears through the house like it's nothing. They beg him to stop, saying, "You can't do this, we're human beings." And Batman says, "No, you're roaches, and there's only one way to deal with roaches." Then he grabs a flamethrower and burns the whole place down. Father Peters arrives as the fire consumes everything. He finds one survivor, and as he tries to help him, Bruce just stares in disbelief. "Why are you helping them?" he asks. And the priest says, "You have your way, and I have mine." Bruce drives back to the Batcave, covered in blood, his mind spiraling. He looks at an old photo, Father Peter standing beside his father during their activist days, and his father's voice echoes in his head. "You have a strong, compassionate heart, Bruce. Whatever you do, I'll always be proud of you." And that's when it hits him. He's crossed the line. He's betrayed everything his father stood for. The final shot is Batman kneeling beside the Batmobile, breaking down in silence, realizing what he's become. This is Absolute Batman, the story of the one night Bruce Wayne finally gives in, the night he stops being the man his father raised him to be. And trust me, this comic is gonna be the talk of the town.